undermanned, beat the Blazers in Game 3, get down by 17 at halftime in Game 4, respond and win that game, and then close out the Blazers in 5. Nobody scored in double figures for Minnesota in that first half as Shannon misses a total. Fewest assists and worst three-point shooting of any first half this season for Minnesota. Wembanyama hangs, missed the shot, rebound go. Conley, who did not have a field goal, hits McDaniels, who got in foul trouble when he went out of the game. The lead ballooned with about 5 minutes to go, and the lead went from 14 to 24. Castle wide open. Can't hit the three.
Minnesota is a little bit better and a little bit more reflective of what they did in Game 1.
Winner to play either OKC or the Lakers. Oklahoma City took a 1-0 lead over LA last night. Wembanyama puts it on the floor, and a foul on Gobert.
Being more aggressive after an 11-point performance in Game 1. Well, tonight, he had 11 points in the first 9 minutes. Particularly aggressive in the paint. He scored 10 points in the first half on 5 of 6 shooting, Dave and DB.
Yeah, 0 for 8 from 3 in Game 1. In and out on the 3. Wembanyama, great hustle, gets his 12th rebound. Now going to work on his mentor, Rudy Gobert. Teammates for Team France. Wembanyama spinning. Oh, what a pass underneath the Champagny. Now Vassell has to put it up. And it's a great awareness by Vassell, first of all, and then to make the shot when he barely even had a chance to gather.
Trouble. I haven't liked every call. I'm earning this one.
Spurs looking to even the series at 1-1 before heading to Minnesota for games 3 and 4. Randall with the strip and steal. Ahead to Shannon in the open floor. And we're 3 for 10 from the floor on those shot attempts in transition. Otherwise, they'd be up 35-40. Wembanyama short on the 3. Three minutes into the third quarter. Conley will hoist and hit a 3. First field goal from Mike Conley, making his 4th start of the playoffs, playing his 116th career playoff game. Wembanyama will try it again and miss again.
We're denying any release passes back to the guard to maybe get into some screening action.
He's now 1 for 12 in the series from 3. McDaniels doubled. He'll keep it at the elbow. Shot clock down to 7. Randall penetrates, draws the foul, and it drops. A chance at
going to try to draw a contact whistle.
Third foul on Castle. Randall, the first Timberwolves player in double figures. Here's George.
Guys, have an injury update for the Wolves. Ayo Dosunmu, who missed the 2 previous playoff games with a calf injury, is currently out injury. His return is questionable.
He didn't look right in the first half. Just didn't have that same burst we've seen from him in a Minnesota uniform during the regular season. 9 straight points after McDaniels stick back. Fox with the floater. It's good. And De'Aaron.
Love that. He rejects the screen and again gets below the free throw line.
Randall on the baseline, feeds Gobert, and he's fouled. Gobert 3 of 5 at the line tonight. Fox.
It's the next couple of minutes. If the Spurs maintain or build on this lead, you know, you play in Anthony Edwards to let him knees that have plagued him all season. A lot yet to happen before that decision is made.
He hasn't played yet this half. He played 17 minutes in the first half. He's only supposed to play 25, so he's on pace for more than that. Three-pointer is good, +1. Spurs have not lost consecutive games since
mid-January. It was 2 very tough opponents.
At Minnesota and Oklahoma City. Their only loss to the Thunder. They beat them 4 times during the regular year.
Look at that guy's ability to get down in his stance.
McDaniels trying to take him. He floats it up.
Jaden finally gets a quick shot up. And then Rudy can't continue to eat into this lead with the missed free throw.
Now 3 for 7 from the line. Pass. He's attempted more free throws than anybody else so far in this game. 14 points in 21 minutes played.
Their defensive numbers, obviously distinctly different on the floor, but it does change how an offense thinks about where to attack.
Here's Edwards, who was a -23 in the first half. Was 3 for 10 shooting. Wembanyama with the swat. Second block for Wembanyama. Timer at 3. Reed fumbles, now gathers, misses. Loose ball. Pinballs to Shannon, who tracks it down with good hustle. Edwards, bank shot of season. Castle driving all the way to the basket, and Castle's just picked up his 4th foul. So he'll go to the bench. Bones Highland on the court now. 75 to even the series at 1-1. Shannon with Wembanyama waiting, gets right past him and lays it in. Boy, what a burst.
So many good defenders.
Harper almost turned it over. Shot clock at 10. Johnson downhill, bumps with Reed. His shot, no. The putback won't fall either. And then he gets into a wrestling. And now we've got a whistle. Castle and Highland get into it. Mitchell Irvin, the official. Tonight will shoot the technical.
What would they have called that in the 90s?
Play on. There wouldn't have been a whistle. It'd still be going. Bounce a couple blocks in 21 minutes played. Shannon lost his footing, and they're going to call a foul on the Spurs. That will TJ Shannon will be at the line. He did not play games 1 through 3 against Denver, but then when the injuries happened to Dante DiVincenzo, the season-ending torn Achilles, and Anthony Edwards' left knee injury, Shannon was inserted, came off the bench. He can make plays for us, and he did. He was great in that Game 6 clinching victory over Denver. Scored 24 points in his first ever play.
In a hurry. That burst he has, that extra gear, puts a lot of people in the rear view.
Johnson driving, working on Reed. Spins, Reed, call for the foul. A bright future for Minnesota. You think about this Minnesota team. 2 years ago, they make the conference final, being the most improved player in the NBA with Atlanta. Yet here they are again, 1-0 leading in the series, trying to get to the conference finals a 3rd straight year. Cornette, Champagnie, again.
You better be there on the catch or prevent the catch, because he is.
Made 195 threes during the regular season. St. John's has a twin brother, Justin, who's also in the NBA, plays for Washington.
Not paying attention to you during the telecast because you've got every reference to Champagne possible.
Wembanyama came over to help, so he kicks it out for a missed 3. 2 blocks. He'll fire and hit a foot. Champagnie pulls up for 3. Got it! Fox on the drive, back out to Wembanyama. Wembanyama spinning on Highland, who's got a hold of him, and now Reed throws him out of the way. But the last couple games, it's been a struggle, just 2 for 15. We'll see if that one gets him going. Just his 2nd free throw attempt of the game. He's got a
stretch his runs out. I would assume they get an extended stretch. You want to, first of all, make sure you're putting this game to bed. But you've also got...
Game 3 is Friday night in Minneapolis. Game 4 Sunday. There'll be a Game 5 next Tuesday back here in San Antonio. A foul here. Randall doubled. Shot clock down to 3. Clark for 3. You could see it was off the minute he let it go. Rebound Wembanyama.
Yeah, they've been opportunistic. Sending a ton of doubles.
Oh, Harper just great offer. 7 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, a complete game so far in about 19 minutes. McDaniels playing with 5 fouls. Now Barnes through the lane. He'll hang and finish off the glass. And that's usually the toughest adjustment for guys coming into the NBA that didn't play a lot of college basketball. Maybe they played a year, and they try to adjust to the speed of the NBA game you have to be able to play, especially on the defensive end. Takes time to adjust for most guys. It has not been an adjustment for him, though. Phil and Harper as well are both special in that regard in terms of how they thought the game very early in their careers on both ends of the court.
With Harper and their ability to consistently get 2 feet in the paint and then become either decision makers or shot makers. And go back to
Foul was on Fox, or Barnes rather, his third. Shannon at the line. He's got 10 points. Coming up after our game, it is on the floor here along with Julian Phillips.
Felt like a New York Knicks with Joel Embiid not in the basketball game. It becomes much more Maxey-centric. What a year Maxey has had.
And how bonding to what they're seeing right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Not just inside the arena, but all the shots we had earlier tonight in our first game of the fans outside the Garden. As they're 2 wins away from going back-to-back seasons. Cleaning it up inside for Minnesota. Former Spur, was drafted here and spent his first 4 years with San Antonio. Barnes for 3, hit it. That's only one time in their illustrious history have they won a playoff game by 40 or more. That was back in 1983. They beat Denver by 40. Minnesota. Barnes will try again. Here comes Anderson. Nice skip by Anderson. He just couldn't finish. 21 points for Castle to lead all scorers. Wembanyama with 19 points and 15 rebounds. And 4 different players with 12 points to lead Minnesota. Olynyk fouled by Speck.
Well, the level of intensity, physicality, and response from San Antonio from the opening tip.
Now Minnesota will have to recapture that level of intensity they had in the Denver series and in game 1 for game 3 on Friday night.
It is, being content to win one, and how much that impacted what they did.
Burying a 3. Here's the 38-year-old Ingles, and stolen by Olynyk. McLaughlin have an easy basket on the other end. It does make you wonder, Doris. It is human nature after the conference finals 2 straight years.
Right.
You believe you're a championship team, and they might still be, but you don't usually see championship teams having games like this after they've gone up 1-0. You might lose and lose.
I'm thinking you come out with a different disposition, at least to make it a game in the 3rd quarter, but it's, listen, and there are nights they play up to the level of their competition. There are many nights they play down. It's an interesting season for Anthony Edwards. 61 games. And I know we've joked coming on the air tonight is another steal by the Spurs.
Behind the back to Barnes for the stop.
Earned every single one of them.
St. Paul, Minnesota native who got some And Anderson at the line gets the first free throw.
Anthony Edwards or Julius Randle creating turnovers. This just couldn't be more bounce this evening.
Still 6.5 minutes to go here in game 2. By the way, the largest loss ever for Minnesota, regular season or postseason, as team at New Orleans. It's now a 46-point deficit.
Anthony Edwards over there on the bench. Huge ice bags on both knees. 1 games this year. And we were joking about how quickly he responded to get back into the series. All his teammates, great respect for how hard he worked. He's getting old early, as the great Jeff Van Gundy used to say, right? Anthony Edwards is a great basketball player. Every night variance in level in the regular season has got to become more consistent. Locked in on both ends, leading the team with consistency to a championship. But Do you remember the Marcus Thompson article when Luka Doncic lost in the finals that one year to Boston? He was talking about it's a great read. It's worth going back to. It requires everything from your superstar. The electric.
You could win a trip to Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Make your playoff picks now. .com/pick'em or on the NBA app. Well, Edwards missed 21 regular season games. He missed 9 the last 3 years combined. He was going to miss a considerable amount of time in this series. Instead, he plays in Game 1. Came off the bench here in Game 2. Played 24 minutes. Didn't play in the fourth quarter. Lob to Berger, and he's fouled. Berger playing his 3rd game of the postseason. And 1 at the line. And a couple more Game 2s tomorrow. The Lake even the series with Oklahoma City, where the Thunder look great again.
Impressive.
Haven't lost yet in the postseason. And Detroit looks to go up 2-0 on Cleveland. Berger. McLaughlin with 7 to shoot. Works into the lane. Shovels it underneath to Olynyk. Knocked away by Clark.
I gotta remember the band Kiss. One or the other.
Side of the backcourt. Or their big fan section here is called the Jackals. I don't know if those are all the guys that have the face paint tonight or not. Here's Ingles for 3. It's good.
An alien air or topper. What are we going to call that? Things are breaking down on the broadcast at this moment.
That's 16 threes now for the Spurs. Inside the NBA coming up next. Guys will talk obviously about what they saw here, but also about Game 1 of our playoff doubleheader between the Knicks and Sixers. Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 7. He fumbles it away to Ingles. Berger fires underneath.